Hello everybody, this is Kevin with Inspiring How You See That. We're the inspirational channel that goes behind the scenes, interviews some of your favorite artists, entertainers, and much more. And we also do inspirational stories, and we do these Tech Tuesdays. So today we're back with another Tech Tuesday with OBS and the microphone as far as the Yeti microphone. You guys had posted some questions about not only with OBS and the editing within OBS as far as with the microphone, but we wanted to talk to you about the Yeti microphone that you had some particular questions about and some of the settings. So again, make sure you do like and subscribe so that way you'll get any notifications, any up and coming videos that Brian and I will be putting out there. And in the comments, make sure not only in the comments, but maybe email us if there's something you're looking for or some questions on. Just put them in there, and we'll try to create a video that pertains to that question, kind of like we're doing here. So let's get into this. So we're going to be talking about, as you see, I brought up I have the OBS on the two different screens here, and I have the Yeti mic in front of me showing you the picture of the Yeti mic. A couple of the questions was about the buttons on the microphone itself. This is the front, of course, is the volume up and down, and then this little button here that's blinking, usually red means it's off, and if it's not blinking and it's solid red, it's on. So those were some of those questions there. The next ones with the Yeti microphone is there's some buttons on the back. There's a bunch of buttons there as well. The main one that you want to be concerned with is the gain. So yeah, a gain will turn you, like if you're talking real quiet, will turn you up, but it will distort a lot. And if you turn it up too high, then you'll have bad distortion. So what's the best to do is usually set it around the middle to a little bit below the middle. I would say, close to the middle area. Do some tests first. I mean, there's really no particular, spot within there, but it's better to do the tests so you can kind of see where your microphone comes into play. If you have it up close, then of course your gain, you don't need to have up higher. Maybe you have it down, all the way almost to the bottom. But if your microphone is further away, or if you're doing, a training segment like this, or if you're doing something where the microphone's sitting on the table, you don't need to have it turned up real high. Now, if you're far away, then you might want to turn the gain up a little bit so it can pick you up, because when you're in far settings, it just doesn't pick you up a lot. So, for example, if you have the microphone, placed 10, 15 feet away from you, and you turn up the gain all the way, it's still going to distort, and it sounds terrible. It sounds just like a bunch of bass in the background, and you really can't edit that. No matter what kind of editor you are, you can't edit all that out. You can try to fix it, turn it down so it doesn't, sound as distorted. So this is a little bit of information which you guys had the main concerns with was the gain, and I wanted to cover that more, and for that particular reasoning, because the gain is very important. So again, if you have your gain up too high, it will distort. So I would say keep it in the middle, and then if the gain is too high, you can always, when you edit it and you go into, depending upon what editing program you're using, you can always turn down your video a little bit, or try to change that setting. But it's always good to try to test it first, see what it sounds like, do some playbacks. Don't get in a rush. Don't try to just throw your video out there. It's always good to try to do these edits first before you're screen recording anything or whatever it may be. And we're going to get into more of the settings, not only in OBS with the Yeti mic, but we'll also talk about cameras and a few other settings within the cameras. It's almost the same scenario. So we hope this helps pertain to those 3 questions that we had about the Yeti mic. The next segment we'll do some some of the other questions within the OBS as far as the volume controls. There is some volume controls in there that you can control with this Yeti mic too as well. So as you see down here where the mic, where you can see me talking, we'll go in there and we'll talk about some of those settings there in the next video. So be watching out for that video. Make sure that you do see in the subject line, you'll see what the video pertains to, and just click on that video. So if that's something that you're stuck on and you want to watch that video, you can go ahead and watch it, fast forward through the segment to get to the point where you want to get to, but we try to direct each video to those, either 1, 2, or 3 questions. We try not to get in too in depth to too many questions within one video, because then there's just too many in one video. So we hope this helps, and we'll see you on the next video.